The third round of direct talks between Russia and Ukraine concluded on July 23 in Istanbul, Turkey, as both sides once again attempted to find common ground amid an ongoing and escalating conflict. Though the meeting lasted only around 40 minutes, shorter than previous sessions, it still produced several notable outcomes, particularly on humanitarian issues. According to Ukraine's chief negotiator, Rustem Umerov, the two sides agreed on another major prisoner exchange, with at least 1,200 soldiers to be swapped from each side. Ukraine also pushed for the release of civilians, especially children. Kyiv claims that over 19,000 Ukrainian children have been taken out of the country by Russia since the war began. On the Russian side, negotiator Vladimir Medinsky said Moscow is ready to return the remains of 3,000 Ukrainian soldiers through the Red Cross. He also stressed that the evacuation of children from war zones was done for their safety and that Russia is willing to reunite them with their families once legal guardians are confirmed. Russia further proposed temporary ceasefires lasting 24 to 48 hours to allow for the evacuation of the wounded and the recovery of bodies from the battlefield. Additionally, Moscow suggested creating 3 online working groups focused on political, humanitarian, and military issues to keep the dialogue going. Ukraine is reportedly considering this offer. In a significant move, Ukraine proposed a direct meeting between President Volodymyr Zelensky and Russian President Vladimir Putin before the end of August, a gesture Kyiv says would demonstrate Russia's willingness to seek peace. However, Moscow responded that such a meeting is premature. According to Medinsky, a presidential summit should only happen after a full peace agreement is reached, and should serve as a signing ceremony, not another negotiation round. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump, acting as a mediator, has issued a 50-day deadline for Russia to agree to a peace deal, warning of severe new sanctions if Moscow fails to comply. Russia, however, appeared unfazed, saying it needs time to assess Trump's remarks. Though no breakthrough was reached on a ceasefire, the continuation of dialogue and progress on humanitarian issues suggest that diplomacy is still alive. And while peace remains distant, hope is not yet lost.